Convocation Center on the campus of Northern Illinois University. Along with Diane Hoder, I'm Mike Sinnott. Welcome to the 2005 Mid-American Conference Championship. This is Gymnastics, Diane, and Central Michigan with a senior leader gone for the year with a torn ACL. It will be difficult to overcome.
Kara Reigner, the team captain for Central Michigan University and one of the two-time All-American champions at this event, will not be competing this week. She has an ACL injury, will affect the team, but we'll see how they'll pull through tonight.
Kent State is an 8-time winner of the Mid-American Conference title, but they have not won the title since 2001. But with the injury to the Central Michigan Chippewa senior, this is an opportunity tonight for the Golden Flashes to pick up their first title since '01.
They're excited to be here, and they're going to have strong performances for Kent State University. They're here to be the Mid-American Gymnastics champions. Let's see tonight and see if they can pull through. Eastern Michigan, an outside contender for the title. They surprisingly finished third a year ago, despite the fact that they have a very young team. Coming up is the 2005 Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championships from Northern Illinois University. It's coming up next on Comcast Local. We're back at the Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championships here in Dekalb, Illinois. After the first rotation, Western Michigan with a performance on the floor, Ball State on the bars as we begin the Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championships. Western Michigan started off with strong tumbling passes and great acrobatics tonight. We're looking for another strong performance for Northern Illinois and continuing success for the second rotation. And on the floor is Eastern Michigan Eagles. Brooke Morari, a junior from Phoenix, Arizona. She was fourth at the Western Michigan Invitational earlier this year with a 9.825 in the floor exercise. Brooke is such a strong competitor for the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Starting off with a sky-high double pike, and just stays in bounds. Had a little troubles today in warm-ups, but finished strong today in this competition with her great double pike. It's fun to watch Brooke perform. She really gets the crowd energetic and getting ready for a second tumbling pass. Front handspring full to her front pike. Little neat combination there. It's nice to always have your own originality out there, especially on the floor exercise. Oh, this is your opportunity to show your, I guess, personality, your showmanship a little bit. Absolutely. What a way to shine here at the MAC Championships. Setting up for a final and last tumbling pass for Brooke. Setting up for a sky-high double back. Great save and landing. There's that personality right there. Firing the guns and putting them away in her holster. Brooke Morari there, the junior from Phoenix, Arizona, qualified for the NCAA Regionals at Louisiana State in 2004 in the floor exercise. Great start for Eastern Michigan. Taking a look at her first tumbling pass. A round-off back handspring and sky-high double pike. Sakura Tamita on the bars now for Bowling Green. She's a sophomore from Tucson, Arizona. Starting off with a giant full to a giant half. Jaeger. Finishing with a clear hipped hand, making sure she gets every single handstand in this uneven bar routine, and finishing with a tucked double back, small hop, a great performance. Her season high on the bars, a 9.8. That was a very solid performance there for the sophomore from Tucson. Kelly Davis, a senior from Rockport, Indiana, on the balance beam for Ball State. Getting set up for her acrobatics, back handspring, layout step out. Again, another balance check. Shoulders and hips have to be so precise on that balance beam. Front handspring, side combination, very nicely done. Great amplitude and height. Back handspring. Gainer full dismount. Great performance by the senior.
Kelly Davis was in a third-place tie against Central Michigan with a 9.8 on the balance beam. Any reasons to deduct points there from the senior Kelly Davis?
From back handspring layout series, you saw a slight hesitation and wobble that's going to cost her 0.2 of a point, but otherwise solid routine by the senior.
Kelly Davis has improved this year with career best in the vault, the beam, the floor exercise, and in the all-around. Emily Koschel, a sophomore from Bloomington, Minnesota, 5th in the Mid-American Conference Championships a year ago with a 9.9, the floor exercise, and this is one of her specialties. She was the specialist of the week back on March the 13th in the Mid-American Conference, a real contender for the floor exercise title.
And her teammate got a 9.60 on the floor exercise.
And now Emily Koschel ready to show some of her personality.
Emily setting up for a first tumbling pass. And to a sky-high double pike. Great landing. Great amplitude on that double pike.
Now, she nailed that landing. No deductions for that at all.
No, it was a solid and, well, it was just great. Excellent job by Emily. Emily's been really solid this year on the floor exercise, and she's setting up for a second tumbling pass. Front handspring, front, and a punch front. Wow, she's really excited. With a great beam performance, she's just shining here on the floor exercise. She's having a great meet so far here at the MAC Championships. She has great choreography in this floor routine. It really sets her apart on the floor exercise today. Judges really like to have that dance and your tumbling passes, so she has that total package. Eastern has just excelled on the floor exercise this season. Emily's going to finish her floor exercise with a round-up back handspring double pike. Oh, a little short on her double back, what causes her to place her hand down and take the 0.5 deduction.
That may have dropped her out of contention for the MAC title on the floor exercise. If you'll remember, she was 5th on the floor in the MAC Championships in Eastern Michigan, for Eastern Michigan at Central Michigan 1 year ago.
Absolutely. It definitely would take her out of contention, but she's a fighter and she's going to be back in the next 2 routines. Let's take a look at her round-up back handspring double back once again. As you can see, she's set up and a little short. She needed to pull her legs around a little bit.
Now on the balance beam for Ball State, Kiana Williams, a 5th-year senior from Gary, Indiana. She had a 9.9 at the MSU Invitational, tying a school record score on the balance beam. And what exactly is she doing right now as she prepares to hop up on the beam?
She's placing a little chalk on her hands and feet to give her an extra grip on that balance beam. Taking a little time getting ready for the judge to give her the signal before she can compete on the apparatus. Starting off with a front handspring onto the balance beam. Setting up for her series, which is a back handspring, layout step out. Great correction in the air. She looked like she was a little off and kept her composure, and it was solid. To her switch leap, straddle jump, wolf. A little check half popa. Really looks aggressive out there tonight. Ball State is doing a wonderful job on the balance beam rotation. Finishing off with her front gainer full. Different dismount today than we see.
Kiana Williams nailed the dismount there. Getting congratulations from her teammate. She's owns the third highest score in the Mid-American Conference this year with a 9.9 on the balance beam. That was a very solid performance. At the end of the second rotation, the Chippewas of Central Michigan with a strong showing on the vault. They are in contention for their third consecutive Mid-American Conference title. Eastern Michigan started out on the beam.
Emily Kochel, who is a sophomore this year, performing at her second Mid-American Championship, scored a 9.8 on the balance beam. Solid start for the Eastern Michigan Eagles.
Coming up, the third rotation. We return to the Convocation Center at Northern Illinois, Comcast Local. Welcome back to the Convocation Center. Ball State with a strong showing on the beam because of a Cardinal who got the job done.
Kiana Williams got the job done with a 9.8 on the balance beam today. Solid performance, and looking forward to a solid performance on the next few events.
Amber Whitecott, a 5'4" freshman from Illinois, Crystal Lake on the vault.
Starting off with their Yurchenko layout. Great landing.
Averaging 9.573 this year for Central Michigan. A very solid vault and getting it done with the landing, and that is the most important part of the entire vault, is sticking that landing.
It's the last impression you give the judges, and you want to finish it on a great note. Let's take another look here at this Yurchenko layout vault. As you see, she gets a great run, starting off with a round-off entry. Great block off the horse with a stuck landing.
Great nerves for Amber, competing in her first ever Mid-American Conference Championship. Carrie Miley, the junior from Fremont, Ohio, only 4'11" on the balance beam for the Kent State Golden Flashes.
Punch front. A slight little hesitation on her punch front. What I like about this athlete is she has a lot of confidence up there. Really sits tall, makes sure that she finishes every skill. She doesn't rush anything. Very solid. Setting up for her acrobatic series. Back handspring, layout step out. Hips a little out of line, but covers well. Every time the athlete has a slight little hesitation, it can be up to 2/10 to 3/10. Great straddle combination. Really aggressive out there. That's what you need to win this championships. And lands at the front tuck full. Great start.
Carrie Miley with a 7th best score in the MAC this year, a 9.825, a solid routine with a junior from Fremont, Ohio, and gets things started off very well.
Let's look at her back handspring layout combination. As you can see, you want to make sure your hips are exactly and squared right over the balance beam.
Central Michigan on the uneven bars, and Tiffany Dykstra, the junior from Champlain, Minnesota, has tied her career high earlier this year with a 9.9 on the uneven bar.
Starting off with a sky-high Dekalb into her straddle back release. Great height on that release move. Finishing off her uneven bar routine. The giant full into a tuck double back. And a stick landing. Great job for that CMU.
This is the second year that Tiffany, known to her teammates as the Tough Tiffer, has served as a team captain for the Chippewas, a back-to-back Mid-American Conference Gymnastics champions. Coming up now for Kent State on the balance beam, April Zenko, a 5'5" senior from Pullman, Ohio. She's a champion in the balance beam event back in 2003 as a sophomore. She won the MAC title on the beam with a 9.875.
3 acro series, a back handspring, layout, step out, layout, step out. Front walkover into a wolf jump. Setting up for her switch lead, straddle jump, straddle jump. She's really looking confident up there. She's not giving any tense away to the judges tonight. Setting up for a dismount. Back handspring, double full, great landing. What a way to end the balance beam rotation.
Erica Gilkerson, a freshman for Ball State on the floor exercise. The Cardinals 7-10 on the year, 3-3 in the Mid-American Conference, among those teams that are at the middle of the pack of the league standings.
Starting off her floor exercise routine with a wonderful 2.5 twists. Setting up for a second pass. Front handspring full, punch front. Front tumbling is very popular these days in gymnastics, giving a lot more credit and quality for the floor routine. Great Spanish music, fits her well. Setting up for a final tumbling pass. Front handspring, front layout, front pike.
Is that a deduction there? She kind of shuffled her feet just a little bit. Is that part of the routine, or is that a possible deduction?
It's a deduction. Sometimes you get your knees lock up and you have to take a little shuffle back, which is going to cost her a 10. Finishes very strong up.
Erica Gilkerson, the freshman.
Setting up for Yurchenko, layout full. A little shy on that landing. She didn't have a very strong block on that Yurchenko full, but it finishes strong up. Let's take another look at that Yurchenko full. Again, another round-up entry onto the ball. A slight block. As you can tell, her amplitude wasn't as great, but she finishes strong.
Christina Campos on the vault for Northern Illinois. Erica Linnerston now on the balance beam for Kent State. She is a top performer on the beam this year in the Mid-American Conference, 11th nationally. She's a former walk-on from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Front tuck. She started off with a very difficult mount, which is a blind man landing. You can't see anything until your feet hit exactly that balance beam. Setting up for her acrobatic series. Taking a little time, starting up with the back handspring, layout, step out, back handspring. Very solid. Kent State is looking just great on the balance beam. Starting off with switch lead, a back handspring half. Shows a lot of balance and control. A little chuck there with their hands. Little original move. up for her dismount. Performing 2 straddle jumps. Sets up for a tuck punch full and tuck position. Great landing.
Erica Linnerston, the former walk-on senior from Cincinnati, has won 13 career beam titles, including 7 this season.
Let's look at her leap series combination. Switch lead into immediate back handspring half. And as you can see, a little originality, showing off a little balance, right down to the balancing.
Back with more of the 2005 Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championship in a moment on Comcast Local. We're back at the Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championships here in Dekalb, Illinois. Lauren Hollinsworth on the vault, 5'4" senior from Warminster, Pennsylvania, number 1 in the vault at Western Michigan and at MIT earlier this year.
Showing a front handspring double full. Great control on that landing. Laura showing great speed down the runway. Gets a great blast for her tight 2 twist. And what a great landing. Nice shot for Laura for Eastern Michigan Eagles.
Hollinsworth, 38 for 38 in the vault during her Eagle career. Carrie Elstey, a 2-time Mid-American Conference Specialist of the Week, on January the 17th and February the 21st of this year. And Elstey, a senior, getting things started for the Falcons in this event. Falcons enter the meet 7-11, 3-3 in the Mid-American Conference. Another one of those MAC schools that are kind of middle of the pack. You have a number of them with Eastern Michigan, Western, and also Bowling Green.
Carrie's going to start off this rotation very strong, setting up for her acrobatics. Back handspring, a layout step out. A little small hesitation, but great fight for that layout. Here's another acrobatics element. It's a nice leap series combination.
Now these are required in the balance beam routine.
They are all required moves. They want to make sure that the gymnast shows variety with dance movements and acrobatics. They're also looking for a great amplitude. Let's take a look at our switch lead, looking that each leap is executed well. As you see, a slight hesitation off of our straddle jump, but a solid with 3/4. She's setting up for her dismount. For a round up, double 1.5 twist, and stuck landing. Great start.
Now that deep knee bend, is that a deduction?
The judges really won't take for the little bit of tuck knee position. They know that if the ground's hard, they're securing their knees. They want to make sure that these gymnasts stay healthy.
Now over to the floor exercise. It's Julie Hahn, a 5'1" sophomore from Brentwood, New York, for the Kent State Golden Flashes. They're looking for their first Mid-American Conference title since 2001. They're trying to sneak in there behind 2-time defending champion Central Michigan, the Chippewas, without their senior leader, Carrie Rygard, and that might be a little bit of an opening for Kent State, Eastern Michigan, some other teams.
Kara Ragnar, the star of the Central team, is out with the ACL injury. But CMU is not ready to give up, and they want their 3rd straight title. But let's take a look at Kent State on the floor exercise.
This is Julie Hahn.
Starting off with a sky-high double back. great height on that double back. These girls look like they're having a lot of fun out there tonight. Set up for a front handspring, front vault, punch pike front. They're really making sure that they secure every single of those landings. They don't want to take any deductions, and they know every tenth of this competition counts. It's going to be a very tight competition tonight.
More personality there from Julie Hahn, and she has a lot of different dance moves. The choreography and the dancing is very important in this event.
Judges like to see the variety, and she's showing exactly what the judges want to see. Setting up for a final tumbling pass tonight. This is when you're tired and need all the energy you have to finish it off. Finishing off with a run-up back handspring, 2.5 twist, great landing. Kent State on the floor exercise.
Julie Hahn, the sophomore from Brentwood, New York. Good routine for the Kent State Golden Flashes. Amy Cuccinata now on the floor exercise for Kent State.
Starting off with a strong double pike. They're really looking great tonight. Setting up for a second tumbling pass. Handspring, front foot, front layout. Great combination. A little shimmy and shake on the floor exercise there. Kent State's not giving up. They're aggressive tonight, and they're ready to take the MAC championships tonight. Let's see about a final tumbling pass out. Front handspring, front layout, punch front. Great performance tonight for Kent State on the floor exercise.
It's Amy Cuccinata, and Amy and the rest of the Golden Flashes trying to pick up the first Mid-American Conference championship for Kent State since 2001. They have won 8 MAC titles. And in fact, Kent State and Central Michigan have won 18 of the 24 MAC titles since 1981. Floor for Kent State, April Zenko.
April just finished her second tumbling pass with a sky-high double pike. Wolf Stratopopa. The judges are making sure that all their leap sequences are all the way around, or they will not receive credit tonight. And that this competition, the judges are going to be extremely difficult to get that 10.0 start value. Setting up for our last tumbling pass. Front handspring, front layout, punch front. Nice finish.
April Zenko, who was a second-team All-Mid-American Conference performer as a junior, puts together a very good floor routine for Kent State. The senior from Poland, Ohio, comes through for the Golden Flashes.
Let's take another look at her last tumbling pass. Front handspring layout, punch front.
back with more of the 2005 Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championship in a moment on Comcast Local. Welcome back to Dekalb, Illinois, the Convocation Center here on the campus of Northern Illinois University. Time for the fourth rotation of the Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championships. As Central Michigan tries for a three-peat. They have won back-to-back titles. They're trying to go for 3 in a row here today.
Maddie is teammates with Kara Wagner, and I'm sure they're all disappointed that she couldn't compete her final performance as a senior. But Maddie's going to accelerate and do well tonight's competition. Punch front into a dance combination. Setting up for a layout full twist and a great landing. Maddie Crawford for CMU Gymnastics.
She's a senior from Plymouth, Minnesota, and a two-time Mid-American Conference Specialist of the Week. March 7th and the 21st, a very solid performance on the beam. Northern Illinois getting ready to get on the uneven bars, getting their final instructions from head coach Mark Sontag in his third year as the Huskies head coach. Previously an assistant at Southeast Missouri State, where he helped lead that team to a 1991 Division II national title. So Mark Sontag giving his final instructions, and it's Cassandra Judy, 5'8" senior from Chillicothe, Ohio, to start things off on the uneven bars for the Huskies.
It's always nice to get your last words from your coach, the one that knows that you day in and day out in the gym, and I'm sure she's taking those words to heart, and she's getting ready to perform her uneven bars team.
It's good, I imagine, as well to be in your home gym for the Mid-American Conference Championships. You did not have to make a road trip, sleep in a hotel last night, and here you are. You just wake up in your dorm, come on over, and get ready to compete for a MAC title.
It's great to be able to be at your hometown crowd. Really gets you pumped up. There's people that are here to support you, and she's ready to go on the uneven bars.
This is Cassandra Judy for the Huskies of Northern Illinois.
Into an uprise to hand, giant full, into her release, which is in Ginger, a little form break there. You saw the leg separation. That's going to cost her a few tenths. Finishing up with an uprise to hand, giant full, into a double back dismount. Small step on the landing, but great start for Ball State.
Cassandra Judy competing in her final Mid-American Conference Championship, sticking the landing there on the uneven bars.
On the full exercise, starting off with a strong double pike. Switch side, popa jump. Really showing a lot of enthusiasm on the floor exercise. Setting up for a second tumbling pass. Handspring, front layout, stays in bounds. Want to make sure you do not put your foot out of that white tape. What happens if your foot or any body part that steps out of the floor exercise range will allow you a tenth of a deduction. So their start value from a 10.0 drops to a 9.9. Setting up for our last tumbling pass. Front handspring, front full punch front. Great save for Bowling Green gymnasts, starting off the team well in the floor exercise.
Tiffany Dykstra on the balance beam for Central Michigan.
We just saw her back handspring layout series. Tiffany has been competing the balance beam for Central Michigan through this season, been a strong competitor, and contributed to this team. Setting up for her switch leap, straddle jump. It's a 3-leap series. She made sure that every single split leap was a 180. That's what the judges are looking for tonight. Setting up her dismount with a tuck punch foot and a great landing. Central Michigan University is not giving up without a fight. They want their MAC championship to have 3 in a row this year.
Tiffany Dykstra, the junior, has never competed for a Central Michigan team that was not a Mid-American Conference champion, and she is trying to make it a three-peat here at the Convocation Center in Dekalb, Illinois.
Up in the floor exercise. Starting off with a front handspring, front layout. Another strug with a wolf full jump tonight. I've been seeing a lot of strugs out there tonight. They're giving a lot of difficulty, so it bumps up their start value. To get that 10.0 start value, you have to have a certain amount of jump combination and acrobatics, so you can hit that 10.0 mark. Second tumbling pass, a double pike, a little short, but covers well. One and a half, turn into her straddle, full. Very graceful dancer. Setting up for our third and final tumbling pass. Setting up for a front handspring, front full, punch front, and a great landing. Well executed routine for tonight. What a way to finish on the floor exercise.
Over on the balance beam, Sarah Bratinsky, the defending Mid-American Conference champion.
That was an illusion skill. Illusion is very difficult to do on the floor exercise, but on the balance beam makes it just that more difficult. Setting up for her acrobatic series, back handspring, layout, step out, and solid landing. A full turn is mandatory for the gymnasts. All the gymnasts must do a full turn or a spin on the balance beam. Starting off with switch leap, wolf combination, and a small break. Very uncharacteristic of this athlete.
Bratinsky, Mid-American Conference champion in this event, and 2 others, the bars and the all-around.
A front aerial. Very difficult skill. Setting up for her dismount tonight. Last impression you give the judges. See how it goes? Front handspring, 1.5, and a great landing. What a start on the balance beam.
Sarah Bratinsky, the senior from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada.
She just finished this team so strong. Very aggressive performer and a great balance beam routine tonight.
Back with more of the 2005 Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championship in a moment on Comcast Local. Welcome back to Northern Illinois and the Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championships on Comcast Local. Rebecca Fuss for Eastern Michigan on the uneven bar. She's a 5'5" sophomore from Orlando and the MAC Freshman Gymnast of the Year in 2004.
What an honor to be Freshman of the Year. It just shows you how determined this athlete is. Let's see how her bar routine goes through tonight.
Highest total of the year, a 9.70 at Kent State.
Starting off the giant hop path, front giant, to another front giant with the eagle grip, down to the low bar with the straddle back. Really finishing all her skills in a complete handstand, excellent handstand position there. Great tap under the low bar, into her double back, and what a little small step.
Rebecca Fuss Rebecca Fuss getting it done there for Eastern Michigan on the uneven bars. A bit of a hop at the end. That'll cost her a bit of a deduction. Maddie Crawford on the floor for Central Michigan. The senior from Plymouth, Minnesota, finished 5th in the floor exercise in the 2004 MAC championship.
Maddie has wonderful proficiency on the floor exercise. The judges really like her style. Finishing up today's competition with the front handspring, front layout. Nice control on that landing as well. Maddie Crawford is from Central Michigan University.
Emily Serrato, a 5'1" sophomore, now on the bars for Eastern Michigan.
Emily starting off with a giant full. A little leg separation there to her to catch up. Release. Giant half. Nice work down to the low bar. We haven't seen that release today. It's a packed salto on the uneven bars. Very hard skill and hard to get a great timing, and she's done a wonderful, remarkable job tonight. Setting up for her dismount. A double pike and a great landing. Eastern Michigan is pulling through tonight here at the MAC Championships.
Eastern Michigan has never won a Mid-American Conference title. They finished 3rd a year ago and looking to reach the mountaintop, the summit of the MAC Gymnastics world.
Let's take another look at her release combination. Giant full, a slight balance check on the high bar, little leg separation, but going into her straddle back. Follows up with a tuck double back dismount and a great landing.
Erlene Fugel on the vault now for Kent State, a 5'4" senior from Weston, Florida.
Doing a front handspring, double twist, great block, but a big step. It's going to cost her a few tenths on the dismount. She's very
pumped up, very excited, but that was a long step, and she kind of drug her foot behind her. That will be a deduction for the Golden Flashes.
This team is very excited. Great performance tonight. All the teammates are hitting and they're strong, and that's exactly what you want to do today at the MAC Championships. Starting up with some front giants. Front giant full. Giant half. Shoot over down to the low bar. Setting up for her dismount. It's going to be a toe front and a nice landing. Eastern Michigan is solid on the bars tonight.
Now on the floor for Central Michigan, Sarah Batinsky, the MVP of the 2004 Mid-American Conference Championships, and they're expecting a big performance for her as they compete for the title.
Starting off the team strong with a double pike. Triple turn to Popa full. Really pulling through at this competition. Knows that Kara Wagner couldn't be here tonight. The athletes know that they want to make sure that Kara also knows that she wants a great performance tonight, but the team's strong. Front up back cancer 1.5, front layout. It's always difficult when you have one of your teammates not on the floor at this competition. Front handspring, front layout, punch front. Sarah Bertinsky from Central Michigan University finishing up on the floor exercise.
It's up to the judges now to determine if it's enough to help the Chippewas to a 3rd consecutive Mid-American Conference title, but the senior Sarah Bertinsky, defending champion in the bars, the beam, and the all-around, doing a great job on the floor for the Chippewas. Back with more of the 2005 Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championship in a moment on Comcast Local.
I'm standing next to head coach Jerry Reichert of Central Michigan University, taking second place today at the MAC Championships. What does the second place finish mean to you tonight?
Well, I have to be honest, it's very disappointing. We had a much higher aspiration for this competition. We came in first place ranked, and we just weren't able to do the job today, so it was tough for us.
These things are so close and they're so tight. You know, we held our breath and we knew we had a good chance. But you really don't know until those final scores are read. So we were pretty excited.
After the third rotation, we all heard that Kent State was in the lead over Central Michigan University. What did you tell those girls?
Told them we had 6 vaults left. You know, they had done a great job the entire day, but, you know, until you finish and until that last routine's done, you can't get too excited, you can't get too down. I mean, you got to keep focused and just keep working and make sure that each girl did the vault that they needed to.
You know, balance beam is one of my favorite events, and to be a senior and to finally, you know, get this title has been great, but everything else has been so much more important this year than just a championship.
Kent State wins their first Mid-American Conference Gymnastics title since 2001, their 9th in school history. This is a great confidence booster for the Golden Flashes heading into the NCAA regionals.
They're a very determined team, and they're ready to go on and see if they can win out for a regional title.
So Kent State knocks off Central Michigan for the Mid-American Conference Gymnastics title. For our entire Comcast crew and Diane Hoder, I'm Mike Sinnott. So long from the Convocation Center in DeKalb, Illinois.